Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Idiot Investor. I'm your host, Justin Alexander. And interesting kind of week in the market. We were rallying hard, since September 25th, pretty much to October 12th. And now we've just had a slight pullback. And I'm waiting to buy. It's almost time to buy more in my retirement account. So I'm looking at VUG, the growth ETF. I want to buy that on the next dip, hopefully around election time. And I'm looking around 220, 215. And even if it gets to 200, I would love that. 200, 205, somewhere around there. But until then, right now, the hot thing I'm looking at is gold. Because we've had a pretty consistent pullback. It hasn't shot back up, which I was kind of expecting. So we went from 195 to the low of 173. And not so much specifically gold, but gold miners. I've been buying individual and a little bit of the ETF. So I'm looking at Ring. It's gold miners. It has low expense ratio. We pulled back with gold from 38 to 30 was the high to low. So I'm looking. I put in an order at 30.30. That's where I'd like to buy, but never quite got there. So I'm looking at. I think anything below 32 is pretty good. That was below that dip there, so I would try and load up there. I think even 33 is a good, nice, even number to buy at. Because if you look at the actual stocks, they're pretty low. This GOLD is a decent price right now. Newmont, while it's not great, it's still pretty low. And wheat and precious metals is low. So those are the ones I'm buying, and those are the ETFs I'm looking at. Clean energy ETF has just been rocketing upwards, 50% in the last 3 months, which is pretty wild. And that's just a collection of all those dope-ass clean energy stocks. Utilities are finally picking up some speed, kind of breaking out here. That's why I was loading up before. Extended market has been doing pretty well. That might be one to look out for, even though it's probably a little too high right now. If you can get it on a pullback at 125, that's a good price. Or 12345, that's the price I like to buy at. It's a nice clean number. I found FTech. It's really cool. It's a lower cost than VGT, the Vanguard. I think I already talked about this though. And Chewy. That's one I was excited about for the last probably 3 months or so. I was watching it. Got all the way at almost to 75 and then fell to 52. I was trying to buy 50-50 a little bit more, but I bought at levels about like 65, 62, 60, just a bunch of levels, and now it's doing okay. But I expect it to just keep going up and up and up. Financials are doing better than people expected. So I like to see that because I kind of loaded up at the bottom. Some good stocks and ETFs. Still low, but I'm hoping that'll break out. That's why I've been buying it. My favorites of those are Morgan Stanley, Citi, and JP Morgan. Those are the biggest, best valued right now, I'd say. And the worst is probably Bank of America, in my opinion. Or Wells Fargo, that's actually the worst. So they're just a shit show, but Bank of America just cannot get it done. I just fucking hate that stock. It has the worst dividend of the bunch. Probably the highest PE. And it's just bullshit, so I don't like it. But but I have some and I'm holding it. If you guys really want to get into the silver miners, you can right now. I think it's a decent price at 45 bucks. But I would say go for Ring over that, because even that has wheat and precious metals, which is the top holding in the silver ETF. And Next Era is doing a stock split soon, so I'm keeping an eye on that. I want to add a little more, pretty much at whatever price it opens at. Is kind of what I like to do. But I might also wait for a pullback, and I'd ideally like to get it at right here, 233. And I almost did, but I didn't. I was stupid. Anyway, I found out Tesla is in the growth ETF. They added that to VUG. I don't know if I like that because it's so overvalued, but I assume it might just keep going up. So who knows? I doubt it though. They can't sustain 420 billion market cap. That's ridiculous. So I would suspect that gets cut in half at some point. Chinese stocks, yeah. I'm looking at Apple. I'm looking to get in at 105. Maybe even 110, but 105 would be ideal. I always knew Twitter was going to be a good one. Mainly because I've been using it more. And yeah, I think that's a good quick update on what I've been up to. Let me know what you've been buying and selling in the comments, and have a good week. Bye-bye.